Working with a new deck, this is the Mary L. Tarot deck, and this is your spread for the week. The card at the bottom of the deck is the Two of Swords. So, Pisces, you have a major decision to make about love. Okay, you're thinking about what to do, where to go, where to take it, etc. Thoughts based on emotions, that's why there's always water here. And I like the depiction of the locust here on this deck, because what happens when we're trying to make a decision and it's an emotional decision? We don't want to hurt somebody, but these thoughts, what do? They kind of swarm around like locusts in your mind. And you're not ready to make the decision yet, but your mind is swarming. Swarming with thoughts. What to do, what to do, what to do. All right, Pisces. This is you. This is your partner or your person. And challenge, benefit, outcome. So let's get started. King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is a very earthly energy, down to earth, grounded, honest, loyal, trustworthy. So how you're approaching your love life this week is from a very honest place. And that again goes back to what we're talking about here with the Two of Swords. You're trying to figure out the best route to take, and you're trying to be honest with yourself about it. So that's beautiful. You're wanting to offer love. We have the Knight of Cups here. You're wanting to offer love, maybe take a relationship to the next level, and you're wanting to take actions towards a person with respect to love. We have the Page of Pentacles here also, and this talks about, for you Pisces, it talks about wanting to communicate, just like the King of Pentacles, wanting to communicate something that is very new and fresh, but also very grounded. Okay, what is this baby here on this card? I love the Native American. There's a lot of Native American and Eastern and mythological creatures and beings and symbolism here in these cards. It's going to take me a long time to learn them because there's so much here. So I'm kind of going off intuition right now as we talk about these cards, as I learn about these cards. But when we talk about this baby here and these Native American booties that they're wearing, it's trying to connect a communication about love in a very stable but also very spiritual manner. Something that's honest within you, something that communicates emotions. You are emotions, Pisces, and wanting to be very real about it. And this is something that is young and can be growing, and it's an idea and a practice that is very young in energy, and wanting to manifest this into something that can grow. The Ten of Wands here talks about feeling a little bit overwhelmed. Now, this is such a noble card, the depiction here. The Ten of Wands generally represents somebody that has too much on their plate. They're very busy, feeling very burdened, but he's charging ahead in his fiery way, very positive, optimistic. He's going to fight the battle and he's going to win. So there's a very beautiful energy in your love life this week, Pisces. Very exciting, very fresh, very new. Even if you're in a long-term relationship, you kind of feel that youth coming back to the relationship. Maybe you've been on a vacation somewhere and you're coming back and your partner is with you and now you're feeling refreshed and you're feeling full of love. And maybe a little bit overburdened, but you're definitely ready to tackle it. Let's talk about your person. They have the Seven of Swords, Five of Wands, High Priestess, and the King of Wands. Now, the Seven of Swords means on some level that your partner is not trusting you on some level. Maybe something happened, maybe something was said, maybe tensions are running high, and they're a little flustered with you. But they're going to take the positive road through this confusion because, again, this is the overall energy, so they too have swarming thoughts. They're going to take the positive road. Here with the Five of Wands, which can mean conflict, battling, but in a lighthearted way. We see this lion charging through darkness, and the lion is the sign of Leo, and Leos are extremely optimistic and positive and forthcoming with emotions and thoughts. And so even though they might be feeling a little bit of deceit or confusion around your love life, they're forging ahead with positivity, and they also are listening to their intuition. That's what this High Priestess is talking about. This can be a card of secrets, but it also means that they're kind of hiding how they feel because they're trying to figure this out. Again, they too are trying to make a decision. Not necessarily to stay or go, but possibly how to work through this and how to communicate their stresses about you or the relationship, how to communicate that to you. Then we have the King of Wands, and this is the card of Leo, and this, again, has a very tribal aspect to this card. And when we talk about tribal aspects, we talk about the Native African descent and cultures, and they too, just like the Native American, they too have a very connected way of reaching spirit and talking to spirit, or acknowledging that there are forces greater than us that can impact our lives in a positive and negative way if we acknowledge it. So this King of Wands here, these orbs of light are in his soul. So he's listening to and acknowledging. That's why his eyes are like this. He's acknowledging that he is part of something greater than he is. And he's looking at how he feels. He's looking at how he is trying... Sorry about my dogs. He's looking at how he feels and trying to listen to his soul and figure out how to move forward. Very, very intuitive. Now, if you look at the back of these cards, we have the Ouroboros here. And this talks about the spiritual practice that we as humans use to connect spirit and mysticism to our belief and understanding of one and all, and how it's never ending. There's not really a beginning and an end to energy. And this is recognition of that. It's not about the ego. It's about feeling and understanding so there can be a way forward in a positive manner. Leo is a very positive energy. It's a fire sign. They're ruled by action and optimism. So he's trying to be, he or she, whoever your person is working to be very optimistic in how they deal with this feeling. And this could be something minor, like a fight. And instead of begrudgingly attacking you, they're trying to figure out a positive way to work through it. They're keeping it to themselves right now, though. The challenge, we have the Eight of Wands. And this represents communication. Again, we have the lion here. We have the lion tails. We also have this woman sleeping amidst or barricaded by her emotions. That's what the water is representing. So as she's working through communicating or receiving communication, she's a little bit barricaded by her emotions. She's trying to listen to her intuition. She's trying to listen to how she feels. That's a challenge, Pisces, this week with your partner. They might be a little barricaded off. This could be due to eclipse energy. This could be due to Mercury retrograde energy. So just let it play out. Be available. Keep communication open. And this barrier will open. And then we'll have positive communication. Six of Cups here is the benefit. This represents feelings of nostalgia and great change and transformation in terms of love. This could be an older energy coming back into your life, an ex-partner, or the realization that what once was will no longer be, because that's why he has these kind of claws of fire reaching out over his emotion. He is emotion. Cups are emotion. But he's forging through that. Maybe you're wanting to talk to an ex. Maybe you're wanting to get back together with an ex or something like that, or an older partner, or they're trying to communicate with you. But there's this very strong difference between all this emotion and all this action moving forward. And he feels victorious in this endeavor. So something about an older energy is changing how you view love. And then your outcome is the Eight of Cups. And this is a card of walking away. Are you deciding to walk away? It can be temporarily. This can be walking away temporarily. Are you walking away from a current partner? Are they silencing themselves as they figure this out, and so you're taking a step back from your current partner? Are you moving into a new relationship with a new partner and leaving the old? Okay, this, again, can mean temporarily. And if you look at this Eight of Cups, there is a very Eastern type of energy. So again, connecting to other types of energies. There's so many cultural symbolism, so much cultural symbolism here in these cards that it can get very deep very fast. So I'm going to kind of just talk about the general meanings of these cards, like I said previously, as I learn about them. But this can be a temporary. Now she is crossing her chest with her arms. So she's barricading herself. She's barricading her emotions. Again, we see the symbolism of the lion head. So she's trying to maintain her own optimism. She's also taking care of herself and taking care of her pride in walking away.